friends, and welcome to Collecting with Stan. And today we're going to have a little bit of fun. We're going to participate in Terry's Knives and Man Stuff's open tag of Saturday Stockman Stampede. It seems like I always say that wrong. I've only done a couple of these so far of the Saturday Stockman Stampede, but they are fun. And I'm not going to lie to anybody here. Stockmans have never been my favorite pattern. I love trappers and I love larger folding hunters and stuff. And I think the reason Stockmans have never been my favorite pattern is I've always gotten the smaller ones, like the 3 1/4, 3 1/2, whatever they are. And I've started picking up some of these bigger 4-inch, 4 1/4, and I've kind of liked them. I got to admit, having that extra blade's kind of cool. This one I got today is kind of unique, and I actually have, I think I have 2 or 3 of these. I got them in a lot. Don't have any boxes or anything like that, but it'd be neat to have. I just was looking up some info, and what I found out is this knife company in particular was only in business from 1982 to 1985. So that's kind of neat to know. It is a USA-made knife. It's 440 stainless steel. Can't remember if I think it just said 440 stainless. I think back in those days it was just 440 stainless. There was no A, B, or C, I think. Well, 440 stainless either way. And the name of the company is Crosman Blades. And this is the Stockman. What's interesting about this one is, one, you have a serrated blade sheep's foot here, which is kind of cool. You have a modified spay blade here, which I like that. And any of the stuff you see on here, I had to clean these all up. So, it's got a little bit of oil and stuff on them. And that's Delrin, just jig bone brown Delrin. And another thing I like about this is this knife's got hellacious pull. I have to use a nail nick tool to open it because I have a neuropathy in my hands. I can't feel my hands, and I can't open the dang thing. So I'm trying not to close anything while I do this. But if you notice right here, there's a lock, and that locks your main clip blade there. And that is just so handy. You see it just locked back up. But I'm going to try and do it here. But there, we unlocked it. But see if I can get you in here to where you can see the markings there. But yeah, just a really neat blade. And like I said, I think what it's been in the past is, you can see even down in the channel, there's still some remnants of when there had rust in there. Cleaned up the back and stuff, but I don't try to take a vintage knife too far. I want the blades to look okay, but I want it to be what it is. Does that make sense, or that just sounds stupid? Just noticed something I got to take care of. I'm sorry. Got a little bit of rust there. I got to get out of there. Just noticed it. I apologize. Literally, I just seen it right there. But yeah, let's listen to walk and talk on this thing. This thing is wicked. I mean, wouldn't want my fingies in there. Let's do that. And again, I really like that serrated modified sheep's foot blade there. I can see that coming in so handy for like cutting twine and stuff like that. I would call this like a farmer's Stockman knife, just a really neat knife. It's a good looking knife. When it's closed, it just looks, this isn't too bad. The only place I've noticed that I don't like the lock, doesn't bother you when you're got the main blade out and you're going like that. But when you turn it around and you got it here, it bites in. I have really big hands, so it bites in a little bit. But then again, you think about, that's the spay blade. And not to be rude, but like for myself, how often do you actually use the spay blade? For me, if I was carrying this knife daily, my spay blade would, for lack of better terms, would be honestly, probably use it for like peeling apples, maybe spreading some butter or something on a sandwich if I had for lunch, spreading some cheese spread or something on some crackers. And that's not meant that they don't have usefulness. They do. Spay blades are very useful. They are just, in my opinion, they are just, unless you're using them for what they is meant to cut the marbles off the bowl. They are a useful blade, and I don't dislike it, hence why I like a trapper. But they do, without having a sharp point, it doesn't work good for many piercing applications. In fact, it doesn't work very good for piercing applications at all. But yeah, I wanted to share these. I think I've done a video on this when I cleaned it up. But Terry's always showing some pretty neat stuff, and I got to give Terry credit. The guy's over 2,000 subs, and when I did this last week, he commented on it. I was like, whoa, didn't expect that. I'm like, cool, thank you, sir. And that's not meant, like, how do I want to say this so it's meant the way I mean it? It's not like Terry's a knife hero. He does great shows. I love listening to his banter and his talking. But when you got 2,000 subs, I know how many comments and stuff I get. There's a lot to respond to, and I have way less subs. So it struck me that he took a moment of his time to say, hey, cool, thanks for participating. That's really neat. I appreciated that. It's just, I think that's sometimes something that we leave out here on YouTube. We don't say thank you, as often sometimes as we should to each other. All of us are busy. All of us have our lives going on. And sometimes we just need to take a minute, take that second, even if it's the generic, just hit the thank you, but, actually read and just say thank you. It's important. And I do appreciate that. So Terry, if you watch this late into my video, I appreciate you. I appreciate you taking the time to watch and check these knives out. But yeah, this is a cool knife. I really like it. I have to use my nail neck tool here from Rough Rider because I can't get these damn blades out. They're just so, the springs are just wicked. And, and hey, what does that tell you about what this knife is? Oldest it could be is 1982. Newest it could be is 1980. Yeah, my light's already going nuts. Got too much backlight. Is 1985. So that's 40 years old, roughly, somewhere in there. And the springs still kill you. I mean, and like I said, my hands aren't the best. I suffer from some neuropathy, and I probably got some arthritis from the years of being a mechanic. As you can see, some of my fingers aren't straight, and that's usually a sign of arthritis. But yeah, we all have our crap we got to deal with. We just keep plugging away. That's all you can do. But yeah, just a really cool knife. I really, dang, all you doggone Stockman likers. Getting me to start liking Stockmans. I don't need another knife pattern I like. But like I said, I think it is that all the Stockmans I had in the past were the smaller, the minis or the small Stockmans. And they don't fit a big guy's hand. You know what I mean? So, well, hey, I've been on here 8 minutes. I'm going to let y'all go. I wish everybody a happy Easter. I'm not sure how much I'm going to drop on Easter. I might just do my 2 shorts, my morning short that I do, or late night short at 11:30, and then my morning knife short at 7:30 because I want to spend time with my family. Then again, if I find something interesting to maybe make my video for my 4:30 time frame, Eastern time, I'll shoot something today and post it. But Easter might be just a couple of shorts. It's important to spend time with family and friends. So that being said, have a great Easter weekend. Enjoy Easter. Spend time with family and friends. And, praise God that Jesus came and died and rose again. So thank you all so much. Live long, prosper, and collect your own way.